and welcome back to The Remedy, brought to you by Coos Health and Wellness. Today we're joined by Megan again. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah,
She's the Brief Therapy Crisis Program Manager. I bet that's easy to fit on a card.
Yeah.
We're going to discuss the mobile response team, which has now changed to 24 hours since we spoke last about it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
So, what is the mobile response team?
Okay, so the mobile response team is our mobile crisis unit. And when we talked earlier, we weren't fully going all out 24/7, and we are now. We're really excited about it.
So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
365 days a year.
All of them?
All of them.
Even the holidays?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's intense.
Yeah.
That's good though.
It's good. We're really
That's
excited.
Awesome. That is a service that is going to be beneficial, hopefully, for the community.
We hope so. We think it is.
So, speaking of services for the community, what does the MRT actually offer?
MRT offers a variety of things, and it kind of depends on what happens when they get out on scene. But typically, they're going to be able to provide some kind of crisis intervention, de-escalation techniques, some brief therapy, problem solving, safety planning, safety evaluation, things like that. And then they also can provide resources for individuals, because sometimes we go out and it's more about, finding a place to stay that night or food or things like that. And so we try to provide resources or help them get into services with Coos Health and Wellness.
Oh, okay. So who actually makes up the whole of the MRT team?
Right now on the team, we have 4 master's levels clinicians, and they are all trained in, crisis intervention, de-escalation, safety planning, things like that. And then we added 2 QMHAs, and so those are bachelor's level clinicians, case managers that can help us out in the field do that case management piece and also provide extra support for individuals.
All right, so it sounds like you've got a fairly wide range of individuals that will be able to provide those kind of services. So when would someone actually call for the MRT? Like, at what point does it escalate to that level?
Right. That's a great question, because there's no black or white answer to that. There's no right or wrong. So typically we think of crisis as any internal, external event that takes place or situation that happens that causes a different, emotional state, that emotional arousal. And so if somebody feels like they're in a mental health crisis, or their family members are, or a friend, or they're really concerned about them, we encourage them to call. It doesn't hurt to give us a call and to talk it through and to see what we can provide.
Okay. So how does this program benefit the community as a whole?
That's a great question. We are hoping that it benefits the community because we're allowing, this type of intervention, these types of problem solving in the community versus having someone traditionally come into, a clinic or the hospital, things like that. So the goal is to really provide the intervention where the crisis is taking place and to help people where they're at versus asking them to, remove themselves from where they are currently and go somewhere else. That we're hoping that helps, but also it's an extra support in the community for people who aren't doing well versus having to go to the hospital.
Sure. So how does someone actually reach the mobile response team?
So most people are going to reach the mobile response team by calling the Coos County Crisis Line, which is 541-266-6800. We have a cell number for providers only, and we've been giving notes out to community providers, and they have direct access to us.
Okay. All right. So I think that is going to be something, hopefully, as it continues to build and people get used to utilizing the service, that really could reduce, especially cost of healthcare in the community. I mean, if people can get access where they are versus having to go somewhere else. And that's awesome. So thank you guys for expanding that service. If you or someone is in a crisis and you think you might need the MRT, call Coos Health and Wellness's crisis line at 541-266-6800. And someone will hopefully be able to help you out. For The Remedy and Coos Health and Wellness, I'm Eric Gleason. Thanks for joining us.